the all-time great Philadelphia Eagles, a franchise who did not win a title for over 60 years, only to win one against one of the greatest dynasties we've ever seen. And the all-time great Atlanta Falcons, a franchise that was the closest Super Bowl loser to ever winning one against said great dynasty. Will they be able to rebound? Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia. This is PR52 with the BTFL Season 3 with this Sunday Night Football matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. All time, we will go to Aaron, aka Desert Eagle 90, for the commentary for this exciting game. Handing it off to you, Desert Eagle.
What is up, BTFL Nation? I am your host, Desert Eagle 90, or you can call me Aaron, and I am your humble host for today's exciting matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles, who will be visiting the Atlanta Falcons this Sunday night game. So the Falcons will be kicking the ball by Morton Anderson, who's going to kick off to Brian Westbrook from the Eagles' 14-yard line. Will only gain 15 yards. As the Eagles offense makes their way onto the field, Norm Van Brocklin tries to test the Falcons secondary, where it was deeply intended for Terrell Owens, but unfortunately it was an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. Norm Van Brocklin tries to pass again, but it was sacked for a loss of 9 yards. 3rd and long, 3rd and 19. Norm Van Brocklin tries to throw the ball off to the right at a play action, but it was intercepted by William Moore, making it way to the Eagles' 38-yard line. The Falcons, who's off to a great start by far, could actually capitalize from a turnover, a heartbreaking turnover, but he gave the ball to Gerald Riggs. It was no gain. 2nd and 10, Matt Ryan tries to make a pass off to Terrence Mathis, but unfortunately it was incomplete. 3rd and 10, Matt Ryan tries to do a play action, but it was incomplete, where he tried to tend it over the middle to Gerald Riggs. So we have a 3 and out where Morton Anderson, from a 56-yard field goal, he tries to kick it up, and it was no good. It was no good. It was all for nothing after an impressive turnover. Offense make their way back onto the field after a turnover, where this time LaShawn McCoy is going to run up the middle for only a gain of 2 yards. 2nd and 8. We had 2nd and 8. Norm Van Brocklin, who's going for a pass. He's going to throw it deep, who was intended for Terrell Owens, but once again it was incomplete. We had 3rd and 8. Norm Van Brocklin is going to throw the ball on the left side to LaShawn McCoy, but unfortunately he was going backwards for a loss of 1. So we have yet another 3 and out, as Donnie Jones is going to punt the ball to Andre Rasson for a touchback. Falcons, who's going to be entering their 2nd drive of the season. Matt Ryan is throwing the pass. It was deep on the left side to Roddy White for a gain of 19 yards, but it was fumbled and recovered by Malcolm Jenkins at the 47-yard line of Atlanta. Runs it for 36 yards, a gain of 36 yards. 1st and 10 on the Falcons' 11-yard line. Norm Van Brocklin intends the pass for LaShawn McCoy, but unfortunately it is incomplete. 2nd and 10 at the Falcons' 11-yard line. LaShawn McCoy gets the ball. He's going to run it for not 1, not 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 11 yards for a touchdown. Eagles will take the lead after a successful PAT by David Akers, where the Eagles will lead 7-0. David Akers is going to kick the ball off to Andre Rasson from the Falcons end zone, but instead of taking the knee, he's only going to get 6 yards. I don't know. That was not a good judgment call by Andre. But that would be the end of the first quarter, where the Philadelphia Eagles are currently shutting out the Falcons 7-0. As we enter the second quarter, the Falcons will be entering the field with the offense, where Matt Ryan is going to perform a play action pass over to Gerald Riggs for a gain of 29 yards. What a great start by the Falcons. It is 1st and 10 on the Falcons' 35-yard line. Matt Ryan is going to throw another pass, this time to Julio Jones for a gain of 18 yards. The Falcons are moving the ball. What a great start by far this drive by the Falcons. Right across midfield, Gerald Riggs is going to run the ball, but only for a gain of 1. The Eagles' defensive line was right there just waiting for him. 2nd and 9 with 3 minutes and 56 seconds remaining. Matt Ryan is looking for a pass, but unfortunately was sacked by Asante Samuel for a loss of 9 yards. They are moving back. It is 3rd and 18. Gerald Riggs, they're going to run the ball and only gain 7 yards right back across midfield, but it's going to be 4th down. This time, they're going to punt the ball off to Deshaun Jackson, but it turns out it's going to be a touchback, which is going to leave the Philadelphia Eagles offense entering the field. 1st and 10 at the Eagles' 20-yard line. Norm Van Brocklin is looking for a pass. He throws it to the right. It was intended for A.J. Brown, but unfortunately it was incomplete. It's been a bad start for Norm Van Brocklin. It is 2nd and 10. Norm Van Brocklin is going to make another passing attempt, but this time to the left side to Terrell Owens, and it's going to be for 80 yards. It is caught as he's making his way in for the touchdown. Wow. Just what I said about Norm Van Brocklin. The following play, he makes an impressive pass. Wow. David Akers, the following play, he's going to go for the PAT. The kick is up, and the kick is good. The Philadelphia Eagles will take the lead 14-0. David Akers is going to kick the ball off to Andre Rasan, who's going to be returning it, gaining 15 yards. Falcons are looking for a comeback after they had 2 slow starts. But unfortunately, the offensive lineman has failed them as Jerome Brown gets right through and sacks Matt Ryan. It looks like Matt Ryan is down. He's not able to get back up. Oh no. Yeah, Matt Ryan is down. It looks like he's down, and Michael Vick is putting on his gear. It looks like he's going to be stepping in. It is 2nd and 14 on the Falcons' 30-yard line. We have Michael Vick, who's going to throw the ball right to Gerald Riggs for a gain of 28 yards, and the Falcons will call their first time out. 1st and 10. Looks like they're slowly waking up now that Michael Vick is on the field. 1st and 10 at the Eagles' 46-yard line, right across midfield. Gerald Riggs gets a handoff for a gain of 4 yards, and the Falcons are going to call their second timeout. The Atlanta Falcons have decided to settle it for a field goal so they could have some points on the board as they end the first half. So Morten Andersen is going to kick the ball for a 50-yard attempt. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. It is no good. Morten Andersen with another failed kicking attempt. It looks like the Philadelphia Eagles are going to make that attempt to run the score up, where it's 1st and 10. Norm Van Brocklin is going to throw the ball. He throws it and completes it for a gain of 48, but the ball was fumbled out of bounds, and it looks like it is now halftime. The Eagles are currently leading this game 14-0. Will the Eagles continue to shut out the Falcons, or will the Falcons readjust this game? Who knows? Let's find out in the second half.
Hey, thanks, Aaron. This is PR52 with the halftime show of the Sunday Night Football game between the Eagles and the Falcons. Starting off, Norm Van Brocklin on their first drive, he'd be intercepted by William Moore of the Atlanta Falcons, and you'd think the Falcons are set up in prime real estate, but Morten Andersen would miss this field goal, doinks it off the upright, and that would give the Falcons another shot in this one, as Matt Ryan in his own territory would throw to Roddy White completion, but the ball's on the ground. It's a fumble recovered by Eagles' Malcolm Jenkins, and Malcolm Jenkins would scamper the Eagles to around the 11-yard line. And on 2nd and 10, men in motion, Shady McCoy up the middle. He goes, "Get off me!" as Shady McCoy is river dancing himself in the end zone, putting the Eagles up 7 points. Second quarter for the Eagles at the 20-yard line. Play action, Norm Van Brocklin, no pressure in his face. He'll throw it deep down the left side to the Hall of Famer Terrell Owens, and Terrell Owens could go all the way for an 80-yard touchdown. 14-0 for the Philadelphia Eagles, which is really good because they lost week 1 against the Commanders/Redskins. So this will be a good footing for them if they're able to win this game. Bad story for starting quarterback of the Falcons, Matt Ryan. He's sacked by the late, great Jerome Brown, and he's injured. He be replaced by Michael Vick, the Phenom superstar, and that's where we leave this one. Scores 14-0. Back to you, Aaron.
And as we enter the third quarter, David Akers, who's going to kick the ball this time to Andre Rasson, but it will be at the Falcons' 2 line. And he's going to gain 11 yards getting tackled at the Falcons' 13-yard line in the first half, dominating the first half, where Michael Vick is going to look for a pass. But he was sacked by Fletcher Cox for a loss of 11 yards back to the 2-yard line of the Falcons. 2nd and 21. Gerald Riggs is going to run the ball up the middle for a gain of 7 yards. It is 3rd and 14 where Michael Vick is looking for a play action to Roddy White, but it was incomplete. And as we approach 4th and 14, Matt Bosher is going to kick the ball to Deshaun Jackson, who can be one of the biggest threats in special teams return. But Deshaun Jackson is going to run, still running, and he's going to get stopped at the Eagles' 25-yard line. Wow, he gains 30 yards. See, this is why Deshaun Jackson is one of the... Oh, no, it looks like Deshaun Jackson is down as well. Yeah, it looks like Wilbur Montgomery is going to be covering Deshaun Jackson as he's going to make his way off the field. LaShawn McCoy, he's going to get the ball, run for a gain of 2 yards only. And he gets stopped by the Falcons defensive line. 2nd and 8. LaShawn McCoy, once again, he's going to run, but only gains yet another 2 yards. It's 3rd and 6 at a Falcons 41-yard line. LaShawn McCoy, he's going to get the ball once again, but this time it's going to be no gain. And the Eagles punter is going to make his way through the field. 4th and 6. Donnie Jones going to punt it off right across the end zone, and it's a touchback. With 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter, the Eagles still had the lead 14-0. Gerald Riggs is going to run the ball up the middle, gaining 5 yards. 2nd and 5. Gerald Riggs is going to get the ball once again from Michael Vick, running up the middle, this time gaining 7 yards. And he's going to get tackled on Atlanta's 32-yard line. 1st and 10. Gerald Riggs had received the toss from Michael Vick, and he's going to gain 16 yards. What an impressive run by Gerald Riggs. The Falcons are slowly but surely waking up on their offensive side. Gerald Riggs is going to run the ball once again. This time he's going to get a big gain as he makes his way, gaining more yards and getting taken down on the Eagles' 24-yard line. Michael Vick is looking for a pass. Looks like the pass was intended for Terrence Mathis, but it was incomplete. 2nd and 10. Michael Vick is going to try this again, but this time to Julio Jones in the end zone, and it's incomplete. Something very rare for Julio Jones, but it was incomplete. 3rd and 10. Michael Vick is looking for a pass, backs away, throws it to Roddy White, for 28 yards, and it's a touchdown by the Falcons. The Falcons finally put some points on the board right just to the end of the third quarter, but the hope is still alive for the Atlanta Falcons as Morton Anderson kicks the extra point, and the kick is good. In the following play, Morton Anderson kicks it off to the 35-yard line. Brian Westbrook is going to be starting off at the 17, and he only gains 5 yards, and that'll be the end of the third quarter, where the Philadelphia Eagles will be leading 14-7. As the Eagles offense make their way into the field, hoping to keep this lead, if not extended. He's going to pass it over the middle to A.J. Brown for a gain of 41 yards. What a great catch. It looks like the Eagles aren't done yet. It is 1st and 10 at the 37. LaShawn McCoy is going to run the ball for a gain of 4, 33-yard line. It is 2nd and 10. Harold Carmichael, he gets the ball. He's going to run up the middle for 33 yards, and he's in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Eagles. What a great run by Harold Carmichael. Well, David Akers is going to kick the field goal for the extra point, and it's good. The Eagles are extending the lead. They are now up 21-7. David Akers is going to kick off to Andre at the Falcons 17 for a gain of 5. For a gain of 5 yards. It is 3 minutes and 41 seconds remaining in regulation. It's 1st and 10 with Gerald Riggs. He's going to run to the left side of the field, gaining only 1 yard. Their defensive line was right there waiting. But it is 3rd and 8. Michael Vick. He said, forget this. I will run the ball. As he's running, he gets cross midfield. He's going to gain 31 yards. If not me, then who? None other than Michael Vick himself. Michael Vick, he wants to win this game. It is 2 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in regulation. 2nd and 10. Michael Vick is going to go for a pass to Terrence Mathis for a catch. He's still running, and he gets a gain of 38 yards. First timeout. The Falcons called their first timeout with 2 minutes and looks like 2 minutes and 16 seconds remaining. It is 1st and goal at the Eagles' 16-yard line. Gerald Ruggs is going to run the ball to the left side of the field for the 6-yard for a touchdown. Looks like the Falcons aren't giving up just yet. They're not giving up just yet. And Morton Anderson for the extra point, and the kick is good. The Eagles going to have to find a way to keep this lead because the Falcons are not done yet. As Morton Anderson, he's going to attempt the onside kick to Harold, and Harold Carmichael has recovered it. Noah Van Brocklin is going to attempt to throw the ball deep, but it was incomplete. Is it really a good idea to pass the ball very close to regulation? LaShawn McCoy, this time to make a wise move to get the ball to LaShawn McCoy to run it up the middle for a gain of 9 yards. It is 3rd and 1 with 1 minute and 17 minutes remaining in regulation. LaShawn McCoy is going to run the ball for a gain of 10 yards. And the Falcons going to call their second timeout. I don't know. It might be over. We have 1 minute remaining. And the Falcons, they can't seem to stop LaShawn McCoy, especially in this key moment. 2nd and 9. 50 seconds remaining at the Falcons' 32-yard line. LaShawn McCoy is going to run up the middle for a gain of 18 yards. It's definitely looking over for the Falcons. Speaking of which, 1st and 10, 34 seconds remaining. Harold Carmichael this time, he's going to run up the middle for a gain of only 1 yard. And it's going to be 2nd and 9 with 20 seconds remaining. LaShawn McCoy this time is going to run up for only a gain of 1 yard. And it's 3rd and 8 at the 16. Norm Van Brocklin, is going to pass the ball to A.J. Brown, but the ball was tipped at the line, incomplete. And as we come to an end, the Philadelphia Eagles defeat the Atlanta Falcons 21-14. I am your host, Aaron, aka Desert Eagle 90, and I'm signing out at this game. What a great game by both teams.
Pier 52 with the post-game show for Sunday Night Football. Eagles at Falcons. Michael Vick is the quarterback for the Falcons in the second half. Gerald Riggs takes the handoff. He's able to avoid defenders, getting it to around the 25-24 line. Michael Vick with play-action fake. Bit of pressure in his face. He'll throw it to Roddy White, and Roddy White, who fumbled in the first half, he has the touchdown for the Atlanta Falcons. It's a 7-point ball game. Great job by Michael Vick finding him. This was kind of a cool situation sequence. Throw over the middle to A.J. Brown. That's what Norm Van Brocklin was able to do. And then motion man, handoff up the middle to Harold Carmichael, the Hall of Fame wide receiver, not too used to running in touchdowns. This is one he has here, helping the Eagles get 21 points on the game. But not so fast for the Falcons. Michael Vick was a rushing phenom as he's avoiding defenders, making it inside of Eagles territory. Michael Vick had 2 rushes for 41 yards in this game, and he's trying to end this drive off with a touchdown. He's got Terrence Mathis up the middle, getting the ball inside the red zone of the Eagles, and then flip to the left to Gerald Riggs. He avoids defenders. He's got the touchdown. No one's got a good angle on him. All the Falcons need to do is recover an onside kick, and they could possibly tie this game up. Morton Anderson, he onside kicks it. Ball is recovered by the Eagles. Harold Carmichael, Eagles win 21-14. Both of these teams are 1-1 on the season. And this is PR 52 with the post-game show of the Sunday Night Football game. Hope everyone enjoys it and stays tuned to the Monday night game between the all-time great Browns and the all-time great Jets.